Hey guys, it's Riley here, and today we're gonna do What If Deku Had a Time Quirk. So the last we left off was the sports festival. So let's go. So it was time for the sports festival, and they were all getting in line. Once it was time for the speech, the class midnight called up for the class 1A representative, which was Deku. Okay. Dek- Deku got up the stands and Deku got on the stands and he would tell his speech about it doesn't matter what your quirk is. It doesn't. If we put our mind to it, we can be a hero no matter what. If we just don't train, that will be the wasted potential. If you guys would see that as you know, my quirk is time manipulation. But you were thinking I was born strong, right? No one is born strong. Even All Might is. We all start from the very bottom. At first, I couldn't even stop time or do any of my abilities. But I trained my quirk and we trained. So, don't stand there whining because you don't have, or complain that you have a weak quirk. Train because if you don't, you're just wasting the potential people given you. As Izuku would go off, as everyone would clap their hands because they now know the thing from the speech. Okay? So the first one was the race. It was the race, and when midnight did go, Izuku just warped out of the way and making a new UA record. President would say, "In first place, Izuku Midoriya!" As the crowd would cheer. Slowly, but they would cheer. Okay? And they would begin, and then they would begin to, everyone else that got their rankings, okay? So yeah. So let's continue. The thing will start out still, and everyone would want to be on Izuku's team except for Mei Hatsume, his girlfriend Ochako Uraka, who still wants to only that she wanted to help Izuku because he helped her, and finally Tokoyami. And as they would go on, Izuku would freeze time and they would take all the headbands and eliminate teams. All the teams, in fact. They would sabotage the teams as they would take their headbands and they would knock the leaders off and put them on the ground. So when Izuku and freeze time, everyone was shocked because they see a ton of pupils and students knocked out cold, and Izuku's team standing in the middle of it. Okay? So, it was pretty interesting to be honest, but we had to add another event so that they could, how should I say this? So, that was it, and they would, they would host another event, and since I'm pretty much too lazy to create another event, they're going to do the cavalry battle again. This time, no 10 million points. So everyone was focusing on Bakugo and Todoroki's team. So the people who passed, the people who failed, and the ones who juke. Okay? It was the next round now. Okay? Ojiro, the tail guy, warned Izuku about Shinso's quirk. They warned about Shinso's quirk. Okay? So Izuku would keep this in mind and not talk to Shinso because he didn't want, even though they were quite not sure, even though they're not sure of what exactly is Shinso's quirk, even though they didn't know what Shinso's quirk is, Izuku didn't want to take any chances, so he didn't really talk when Shinso was there. So yeah. Izuku would just warp Shinso out of the ring because he didn't want to show them much stuff. So yeah. Okay? And then Izuku would win. The next fight was Izuku versus Todoroki. Endeavor came up to him and told him about to let Shou use his fire side, and Izuku wouldn't, he would still say the same thing, that he is not All Might and Todoroki isn't him. So and then how should I say this? Oh yeah. And then after that, Todoroki would pull Izuku off, put him in the same place where where they where they had the talk. And when they did had the talk, Todoroki asked if he was All Might's secret love child. And he would say I'm not his secret love child, and where did you get that idea? As you know, All Might's eyes are blue, kind of like this color, so Todoroki's theory confirms it a little bit true. So when they go, okay, so when they got this, Todoroki would say that he has the same eye color as All Might. I think he still has his eye color, he's still here, so yeah. He has the same eye color as All Might, and he has the same quirk as him. Or at least one of his quirks is similar to him. Izuku looked calm inside, calm in the outside, but is actually panicking on the inside. He's like, oh shoot. Hope I'm fudged. As he would just lie to Todoroki that he isn't All Might's secret love child, and just laughed it off and thought it was a joke. As he would walk out, and they would have their little match. Izuku not wanting to just teleport Todoroki there. He wanted to show that he is worth too. So So he immediately so he immediate immediately so he immediately just rewinded the iceberg, and yeah, they keep on. It's always this little loop. Ice rewind, ice rewind. Until Izuku realized that Todoroki is getting slower and slower every time he uses his quirk. As he would tell Todoroki to use his fire or else he would lose. Todoroki would say no to this, and he would say that he'll never use that old man's quirk. Okay? So yeah. They would go do their stuff and do their things. And he would say that it's his quirk, not his, and Todoroki would still get the same old flashback, and he would burst out in flames. Doing the ice and fire combo move that I don't know what's the name of, sorry. So yeah. I apologize for that. So So, so that's really it. And then instead of Todoroki winning, it was actually Izuku. So yeah. And now it's time for Bakugo versus Izuku. Izuku wastes no time because he didn't want to deal with Bakugo, and his thing is an angry Pomeranian, so yeah. He just teleported him out of the ring. Everyone saw this and thought to himself that his quirk is quite useful, time manipulation. That might be actually the one that could heal him, because he could revert his body to the point where he was never injured. And he can fast. And to be honest, it looks like that he had healed All Might, so he could have just. But never. Everyone thought that he could maybe injure All Might or rewind him back to the time that he wasn't even born. So everyone was getting all these ideas, thinking that if he could get this kid to join the League of Villains, or he gets his quirk, he'll be unstoppable. So yeah. So yeah. Alpha 1 and Shigaraki would plan the attack, because they also found some more info about this. So yeah. When they go, when the sports festival was finished, it was the same old, nines. Instead, it was Izuku at first, Bakugo at second, and Todoroki at third. So yeah. I ain't seen two pretty best friends, but there's always oh crap, what's up in the memes. So yeah. So let's continue and let's go to the internships. They went to their little internships, and Izuku not wanting to be with Endeavor, he didn't really come. He actually went to, let's say Snipe's agency. Yes, Snipe. Because he wanted to improve his fighting skills, and he also wanted to improve. He wanted to improve his fighting skills, and he wanted to learn how to use his quirk more. He wanted to use it like a gun. So yeah, he would go to, and let's say that Snipe was also near Hosu City. And Izuku would also hear about Ida's brother, and he would ask Ida on what happened to his brother, and if he was injured, he could heal him. As Ida would say, that's amazing. And could you heal him right now? As Izuku would agree after that. So yeah. He would go to the hospital, and Izuku would heal Ida's brother, Ingenium, to the way he know. Okay? Okay? So, that's basically it, and when they go to their internships, they did this, okay? Snipe welcomed Izuku, and Izuku was just wearing this, his usual. So yeah, Snipe would teach him about a lot of stuff, and after day of training, they would go to Hosu City to stop the Nomus. The same incident never really happened because Ida never really, gone to save his brother, go to avenge stuff. Okay? Okay? So they would do their stuff, and that's basically it for the Hosu incident. After their internships, they would go to the test. Izuku would help his classmates because he knows what his test is about, because he hacked into the UA files, and people didn't even notice. So yeah. You'll never really notice because because Izuku is pretty smart and sneaky. Not even Neza could even find this. So yeah. They'll do their things, and yeah. They would do those types of stuff, and they would go, and yeah. That's basically it, to be honest. Let me continue a little bit more because I really want to finish the series, because I have an actual Naruto what if I really want to do after my series are done. So yes guys, I'm doing Naruto what ifs when I'm done with my other series. Okay? After they did this test, most of the students passed, some of the students failed. This time, Izuku is a pretty easy match. Izuku just froze All Might and just froze time, and just teleport in there and boom. Or he'll just warp, or just make All Might slow, or in a time bubble, and he'll just slow it down a lot, and he'll just get his the core canceling handcuffs, and he'll just put on All Might because his body doesn't really affect in it. Sometimes he can choose if his body is affected by it or not, but he'll choose not, and he'll just cuff All Might, and they'll win. that's basically it. Now it's time for the forest training camp arc. So, they, so everything would happen in canon, but instead, Izuku would just fix the bus and they would just drive. Broom broom. They're actually racing with the teachers because let's say Izuku knows how to drive. So they were just riding their stuff and yeah. So that's it. So they would, okay. So they would do their things and do their stuff and yeah. So the class would arrive 5 minutes later after the teachers, and teachers were quite surprised that they were literally riding in the bus that crumbled and fall. And Aizawa face-palmed and said, "Oh crud, I forgot about this. I knew this was going to happen. I could have told him that he wasn't allowed to fix it and help his classmates. I knew this was going to happen." As they would accept this and they would begin their training, Izuku just trained in, his stuff and making the time longer, and that's basically it. He's already reached his limits, and he's actually really OP. He actually has the powers of the Time Stone, and I'm a really big fan of the Avengers, so he has the powers of the Time Stone, so yeah. So when the villains attacked, Izuku just rewind the forest and just slow down everything and everyone in the forest, and he'll just put them on the safety and he'll just help Crota too. He'll just knock out all the villains and he'll just rewind all the Nomus to when they were not, that they're not Nomus but humans. So he would help them, and that's basically it. They're done. So that's basically it for the for that arc. So yeah. When they did those things, they I don't know. They just did it. So the next one was the big tree arc. They would just do their stuff and everything would play out in canon, the introductions, and it was time for the verses. Izuku would just freeze them all after he was waiting until he got there, and that's basically it. So they would do their things and yeah. We'll be right back, guys. I'll continue. Hey guys, sorry for the cut, and everything would play out instead, and when it was Izuku's turn to face them all, Izuku just froze time and chopped it in the necks. And they passed out, and that's basically it. So Izuku would go with Mirio, and yeah, everyone would go as the same, and that's basically it. When they will get informed about everything will play out and canon, and even with the thing with Eri would cling on to Izuku because he looks pretty much kind of like her. He saw him on the sports festival and thought, his quirk is just like mine. I could be a hero after all, but I don't even know. If I could still be a hero after I killed my parents. I can't. I don't really know, but I hope I can meet him soon. He looks pretty nice. because Izuku was the one who inspired Eri to be a hero because he had a quirk related to hers. So she thought that maybe he could, you know, she thought that maybe she thought that maybe Izuku would could save her, and she actually ran into him and she would hug him because Izuku kind of look like has white hair, like whitish silverish hair like Eri, and he has the same quirk as her. Just opposite eye colored without a horn. So he'll well, say it to Eri, and he'll see Overhaul. He'll freeze time on Overhaul, and he'll just take him to, to Night Eye, and that's basically it. He got his arm chopped off. So yeah. And he's basically in jail. After that, they raided the Overhaul building, and everything was pale and canon except Overhaul wasn't there, so Mirio never lost his quirk. After that incident, Eri was adopted by UA and everything now. And now let's go to the League of Villains, Izuku would be asked to be in the raid of the League of Villains, and Izuku would agree. Everything will play out in canon, but except All Might doesn't lose. Izuku knows that Shigaraki is the successor of All for One. He's looked into the future. So he killed Shigaraki because he knew he was going to be a big threat in the future. So that's what he did. He killed Shigaraki, All for One's killed, and they lived happily ever after. After that, they would go to their to the festival, and everything would play out in canon with Izuku defeating Gentle Criminal and La Brava. I don't even know how to pronounce her name. I hope that's correct. So Eri would still see the dance, and she was amazed, and it was pretty wholesome. So that's basically it for now. So they would go to their heroes test. Everything would play on canon, but instead they would all win because Izuku's time stop abilities. They'd all win, and Izuku would keep on getting the top scores since he could heal people, which his quirk is pretty versatile. So that's basically it. That's basically it now, guys. That's the finale. So go look into the description below for my Discord. Make sure you like and subscribe, and peace. So, bye! Bye, guys. Have a great time, and see you in the next video. Bye, and it's Rally signing off, and make sure you like and subscribe, and this is Rally signing off. Bye! And my brain is going numb, so I haven't really gotten any pretty good ideas lately. So yeah, I'm sorry for my slow storytelling. Was because I don't really have anything in mind right now, and I don't have any ideas for now. And I was hoping I could do this Naruto what if I was planning. So let's just go, and yeah, that's basically it. So bye, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and this is Rally saying off. 3, 2, 1, bam, bam.